Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Curtis with Show Up Lifestyle. I'm gonna make this video real quick and sweet. The one thing to do different that will really have a huge change in your life, and I'm gonna tell you a story about a guy named Jim. But before I do that, I want you to subscribe to the channel. At the end of this video, watch it. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, if it inspired you, go ahead and click the like button and leave me a comment. Let me know what you would like to see in the future or how I could improve these videos to make a better experience for you. So I'm going to start off by telling you the story about Jim. So Jim's a nice guy, the perfect guy. He never hesitates to help anyone. He cooks dinner for his wife. He gets his kids ready for school. He works a full-time job. Whenever his job offers him overtime, he's always willing to take it. Um, you know, and he just feels like he can never get a break. He's a good guy, He goes to church every Sunday. He's real involved with the church. He does volunteer work on the weekends. A really nice guy, and you would look at this guy and go, man, he's like a real life Superman, but he's also struggling, he doesn't know why he's not getting ahead in life, why he's seeing his friends and other people and they're getting ahead in life, and they're taking new careers on, and they're doing big things. And one day Jim is looking on the internet, and he finds this investment, this new stock, and he's like, man, I think this is really going to be the next big stock, and it's going to blow up, and investing in this would make a lot of money. But he's saved for a long time. He's played it safe, and he has kids to feed, and his wife doesn't really want him to make the investment because it's kind of risky. And he holds off. He thinks about it, and then he goes to work. He tells some of his coworkers, "Hey, there's this stock that I've been looking at. It looks like real promising in the future." And he's real excited about it, but he doesn't want to take that risk. He has too much on the line. He needs to play it safe because he has a lot of people counting on him. And he tells some of his coworkers, and one of his coworkers actually buys some of the stock. And Jim is like, "Oh man, that's great. I always believed in this stock, and I'm glad you're purchasing some. I can't wait to see how it goes." So his friend buys these stocks, and a couple years later the stock just skyrockets up, right? And Jim's friend makes a lot of money off of this stock, and Jim's like, "Oh, this stock is making money. It's a for sure thing now." So Jim takes some of his savings and he puts it into this stock. And a year later, the stock plummets. It goes down. And, Jim's feeling bad. He's feeling again like, I never get a break. He sees his friend make the same investment but make, a lot of money off of it while he, sinks down into it. And he's wondering why he can't get a break. And he's a good guy. Why is God punishing him? Why is God doing all these bad things to him? Why is God making his life hard? He's going to church, he's being a great man. And the one thing that Jim doesn't realize is the one thing that he needs to do differently is stop procrastinating. You see, when Jim told his friend about the stock, Jim's friend got on it right away. He thought, yeah, it was just as risky for him as it was for Jim, but he thought, hey, let me get on that. It is a good idea. Thank you for telling me. I'm going to get on that right now. But Jim, he stayed back, The people getting the new careers, they leave their job for a pay cut. You know, they're making $3 less an hour, $4 or $5 less an hour, but now they're doing something they love, and they're so good at it that they get even better at it, and they become the top 10% in their field. They become the top 10% salesman, and they make more money than they ever have in their life. They move up to management positions. They move up to CEOs and crazy things like that. But Jim, he's procrastinating. He actually seen a job that he wanted to do, and somebody else took that position, and somebody else soared in that field, and they became superintendents and managers and all of that. So the one thing to do different is stop procrastinating. Sometimes you just have to take those risks. Those risks, of course, they could set you back a lot, but they can also set you forward a lot. And I think it was Warren Buffett, and he was talking about some of his biggest regrets in investing. And what he said was, he said there was no bad investments that he's made, but there was some really good investments that he didn't make. So, it's about seizing opportunity, noticing opportunity, and being able to look at it and understand risk and reward. So the one thing to do different is just stop procrastinating. A lot of people have a great idea for a book, and then they procrastinate, and then, a book comes out and it's a New York Times bestseller, and you're like, that was my idea. That was my book. They stole that from me. But they didn't. You're not the only person with an idea. And a lot of business books tell you, like, an idea is nothing if you can't actualize it, if you can't bring it to life. So if you really want to do one thing different, is start actualizing those ideas. Start bringing those ideas to life. Start taking action on those ideas, and stop procrastinating. Stop being afraid of the risk, and start being enthusiastic of the reward. Things take time. You're not going to accomplish everything. You're not going to succeed in everything. But if you don't take those risks, if you procrastinate, if you just sit around and think about doing things but not doing them, you're going to lose out on a lot of opportunities, and you're never going to know your full potential. And you're going to be like Jim. You're going to be a good person. You're going to be good to your wife, good to your kids, good to your family, good to your friends, always there for people, real good person, just genuinely a good person, always looking out for others, putting others before yourself. And you're going to wonder why you're such a good person, but good things don't happen to you. Everyone around you, you show your support, and you see good things happening to people, but good things aren't happening to you. And it's not because God hates you. It's not because the world is against you. It's because you are standing in your own way. You are defeating yourself by not taking action, by procrastinating and not seizing the opportunities that's right in front of you. You don't see them as opportunities at the time, but then, a few years down the road, you're like, that's the path I should have taken. And by the time you realize that that's the path you should have taken, it's too late, because that path has already been taken and it's no longer a path for you. So make sure when you see a path open that you seize the opportunity and you go for it. Thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you've watched this far. I'm sure you didn't watch 10 minutes because you didn't like it. So like the video, and please comment below. Let me know any questions you have, anything you would like to see on the next videos. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you for watching.